Good morning, everybody. Wow, today's a special treat. We have this gym completely to ourselves, or to myself today. I was up very early this morning and I had a recollection that this gym opened at 5 a.m. So I got on my motorcycle and rode over here, and the gentleman downstairs at the reception said we open at 8 on Sundays. But I'm going to let you in. I said, man, that's very serendipitous of you. So we have the gym all to ourselves. So we'll be doing a video today on shoulders, back, and triceps training. Now, my approach to this at this age, I'm 57 years old, I do not believe in holding back due to years or age or anything like that. I don't have any physical impediments. My shoulders don't hurt, my back doesn't hurt, I don't have bad knees. I don't have bad cholesterol, I'm not over, none of that. Perfect health. So what I'm trying to do is to increase my strength, my body stats, and my general well-being as I get older. So hopefully, as you follow me in this journey, when we reach 65 or 70, I'll be even younger than I am now. And is this possible? We'll see. Because what we see around us is, after a certain age, people just tend to let go. They just tend to let go. And obviously they follow the pattern that's been handed down to them or down to us through the ages. This is the process of life. You reach middle age and then you get old and then you kind of become decrepit and get sick and die. We have the knowledge and technology now to reverse many of the ills of the past, and through the practice of strength training and proper nutrition, there's a lot that can be done to maintain our well-being into very advanced years. We've all seen examples like Jack LaLanne and other people that have really fought the good fight as far as keeping their bodies together and their minds. So that's what we're trying to do with this whole endeavor of the gym. It's not just, I don't come here to exercise. That's the concept that I want to get through. We don't exercise. Exercise is a byproduct of the training. We come to train for specific goals, and these goals are progressive. So we want to get stronger over time. We want to become more resilient, more durable. Just every single parameter of physicality should increase and improve over time. So that being said, I'll be interjecting my thoughts throughout this video. We'll be putting pause. And the other thing, this is a very, very primitive setup. I'm doing this on a tripod on a cell phone. The audio probably sucks. I don't have the best presentation, not the best everything, yet. But we'll get there. We'll get our editing and all of that set up. The thing is, starting the channel was very important, not to leave things just lingering as ideas to be realized in the future, but to actually start to do them, and don't let the perfect kill the good. So we're starting. Thank you for following me. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and let's get at it. We're going to start with some seated military press. Okay, so here I like to take it very slow. I do extensive amounts of warm-ups, but nothing to fatigue the muscle or the shoulder joint. Just to get into the groove of the movement, to get the proper angle, to create the maximum amount of force. So we kind of set ourselves up here in the bar, and I don't bring the bar down in front. I flare my elbows as far out as they can go, and I grab the meat of the shoulder muscle and I get a lot of back into it. So this is what permits me to apply the most amount of strength in the most comfortable position for me. I've seen people like Branch Warren and other pros do it very differently. I tried to do it like that. The only thing that did was hurt me. Didn't increase my strength. Everybody has different body proportions, different length of forearm, bicep, everything's different. So this is feeling really good. So heading down, like dropping the weight very slowly, lowering the weight, I feel like I'm loading the spring, and the weight just kind of like goes up by itself, like the spring is just loaded, and then it recoils and it goes back up. So second warm-up set with 10, 20 kilos on the bar, so I'm making like 90 pounds, 88 pounds. Let me do another couple of reps here. Nice and slow. Okay, another warm-up set, and not a warm-up set, but a warm-up set. And it's very cold here. I'm filming from Bogota. We're at 8,600 foot altitude, so it's just very cold in the morning. So I do try to warm up on the treadmill, get my core body temperature up more than just warming up the muscle, is getting the body heat happening. So that's why I'm all kind of bundled up right now. And okay, let's try this continuation here with another warm-up set. So on our way up to our working sets, we try not to fatigue. We're not doing pyramids of 15, 12, 10, 8, etc. and try to do the last heavy work when we're already in a fatigued sort of state. It's a very retarded, limiting sort of scheme for strength gaining at least, you know, to pre-exhaust yourself before trying your heavy lifts. So, not that I lift exceedingly heavy or anything like that, but to my limits. So before, when I was doing that system of the pyramid on the way up, I never gained any strength, because by the time I got to my working set, I was already fatigued. You know, but that's the way they taught us back then. That's the way it was, the Weeder system or whatever. You know, it worked for some people. And, you know, in spite of the system. It's like, they take these champions that have these genetic marvels, they have these great physiques, and many of these people got to that state in spite of their crummy training, or in spite of the training that is less than optimal. You know, a normal mortal would have adhered to their training style, would never progress properly. Some people do, some people don't. But now it's known that to maximize your strength, you leave your effort for the strongest set. You don't get tired. Like, okay, we're gonna do a track meet today. Okay, so we're going to do the 100 meter and the 200 meter sprints. And for warm-up, we're going to do a half marathon. That doesn't seem too intelligent, does it? Well, that's kind of the system that they had going on back then, where you pyramid the shit out of your set until you're fucking tired, and then at the end, you know, you try to go for your heavy max. No, it's just totally retarded. So here, I'll probably just do a rep or two here as we go up. Feels light as a feather, because I'm not tired. Okay, we're going to do one more one rep type of set to get into our working set. And just a small presentation. I'm at my lowest body weight that I've had, I guess, since I've been tracking for the last 10 years maybe. So today I'm at 180, I was at 182 a couple of days ago, 182 pounds. I'm up to 185 now that I stopped my cut. I was on a 14-week diet, calorie restriction with high protein, moderate carbs, and low fat, and just maintaining the deficit for 14 weeks. I came down from 202 down to 182, so I was very satisfied with the results. I never felt tired, fatigued. You know, normal hunger, I usually feel, my worst hunger was right after eating. So like I would have a plate of my, you know, diet food, and I'd just be hungry, man, all of a sudden. But I wouldn't be hungry between meals, and I was never fatigued or too tired to come to the gym. So I really have wonderful things to say about the moderately restricted diet. I was only on a 200 to 300 calorie deficit. If actually felt great. I dropped 10% body fat. Why do I believe it was just body fat and not muscle? Because I got stronger over the 14 weeks. So I actually increased my lifts. My bench press went up. So I was benching 265, and my last day on the diet I was at 285. And you know that the bench press is the first lift to suffer when you lose muscle mass. So that didn't happen, and I have to claim, or I have to say that it's due to the very moderate nature of the diet. I didn't do much cardio either. Like I say, I live at 8,600 feet. I walk up hills. I do a lot of NEAT, the non-exercise activity thermogenesis and all that. So I actually believe that it's a very individual thing, but had I gone full potato on the cardio, I probably would have been really stringy and lost a whole shitload of muscle. So I shined on that. I only did like 3 or 4 sessions a month, as needed. Like when I got stuck, maybe 5, 6, 7 days without a weight change, and I'd come in and do an hour of cardio, like low intensity, steady state, which I have a lot to say about that too. But that'll be for another video. Okay, let's get with it. One more rep. Woo! Come on. Easy. The only real concession I do on this seated military press for injury prevention is that I do not go full range of motion. Not with a heavier weight. It doesn't do anything for me. I've tried it, and it does tend to hurt and impinge on my shoulder a little bit. So that's why I keep it like to 90 degrees. It's enough. Pressure's on the meat. Now, that's where I feel it anyways. On this area here. So you meet so much resistance from pros and people who know about exercise and know about physiology and stuff, about doing things the right way, the right technique, and this and that. But look, at the end of the day, it's you having to do it for yourself. And if something doesn't work for you, like this military press, go and see videos of Ronnie Coleman or Branch Warren or many people. They're bringing the shit out here. I do that, and I'm going to have to go to the hospital. I mean, no, it doesn't work for me. My proportions don't let me do that. I tried it, it hurts. It doesn't do anything to me. It just doesn't work. So that's why I flare my elbows. And it's great. I guess, the clavicle dimensions, everything engineering, man. It's like everybody has different ratios. So that's the thing, you got to find out what works for you. How can a person with narrow clavicles press with the same technique as somebody with super wide shoulders? You think about that. Same thing with the squat. You see a man with short legs trying to squat or squatting, and you see a man who's 6'3" with super long femur. Do you think they're going to be able to squat the same? And I bet you there's some fucking asshole, I'm sorry, I'll probably delete that, some jerk in a gym somewhere telling you have to squat this way, and they never take into consideration personal dimensions, ratios, and none of that. So that's why everybody has to kind of find their own groove. Anyways, enough chat. Let's see if we can bust out a working set here. Felt very heavy. This sucks. Okay, this is a bad positioning here. It's the pin. Yeah, it really sucks, but okay, let's give it another shot. pins, man. Shit. And the problem is, if I put this thing forward a bit, then I have to reach back. It's silly, man. So, I hit the pin twice going up. Live and learn.